talking unless y'all giving me land and 2,000 or more every week. You hear me? Yeah. I'm getting my Pakistani.
We just did, y'all. We just got 2 acres of raw land. We just got 2 acres of raw. This is ours, y'all.
Get it in the backwoods swamp country where my family land is. Get your little patch of it, even if current resources aren't where they should be for you to put a home in a traditional sense of a home up on it. Still get you that land, because land offers you peace. It offers you the peace of mind that when everything else in this world goes to hell, and trust me, baby, we headed for that. You got somewhere to go, even if all you got to do is pitch up a tent and live there. Crawl before you ball.
Rych Babes. Rych Babes, I am just so excited that we are doing the Making Millions series. This is day 3. And I'm really excited because I love the feedback that you all have been giving. Just letting me know that you guys are ready. Like, I'm ready. You're ready. We're all on the same frequency. Like, we get it, glowing up in all other ways. But this series is forever going down in history. I mean, just think about it. Most people think that buying property is only for the rich. But what if I told you that you can buy land and homes for a fraction of the price? See, I live in the DMV and everything's freaking high. But these little secrets, these things that are not taught in school, our parents, grandparents, or guardians didn't teach us because they didn't know. There are so many things outside of the surface that we should know, right? But we don't, because guess what? The person before us, next to us, don't know what's going on. And the fact that there are loopholes, secrets, and it's not even really a secret. It's just that it's not talked about. It's not marketed. So here's the thing, right? The secret. Land auctions, tax lien sales, and land banks. This is how people are grabbing properties for thousands less than the market value and flipping them into making money assets. Imagine building land for as low as $500, flipping it, and even building generational wealth with it. It happens every single day, and today I am breaking it down. Well, this video is going to break it down, okay? Because just to be clear, I am not a financial advisor. I am not a professional. I am just providing you the resources. That is all. You take what you take from this video and leave me out of it, because I'm just here to provide, honey. Okay, so here's what this video is going to be breaking down: how land auctions and tax lien sales work, what land banks are, and how you can buy from them, and how to turn cheap land into cash flow and long-term wealth. These people on these videos, they're gonna tell you, because they're in that industry, and I'm about to get into this industry. Because not only that, I have people in my family who are in the real estate business, and that's how they got it. And I was like, we had a discussion the other day, and I was like, yo, so you're telling me that I don't necessarily have to go to the bank to get this or that? I can just go around. Granted, nothing that I'm telling you in this Making Millions series is easy. I am not here to mislead anybody and say that everything that I'm putting out is easy. And I'm just referring to from a comment that I saw. And things are hard. At the auction, it's going to be a lot of people that's going to want the same thing that you want. So with that being said, everything's a risk. Make sure that you read the fine lines and just have faith and have your money, okay? So this is day 3 of the Making Millions series, and if you ever wanted to own property, this is your sign to make a move. Oh my God, I love this so much Because when you got land, oh, you is a rich babe for real, okay? When you got land, what? Okay, all right. So with that being said, let's like, subscribe, and share, and let's get right into it. I'll be back at the end of this video. All right.
If you're going to buy a piece of land, you make sure you get a copy of the deed restrictions. Those restrictions will tell you what you can and can't build on the property. Had a story one time when the gentleman purchased a piece of property. We got him the deed restrictions. I told him to look it over, make sure there's nothing in there that would prevent him from doing whatever it is he wanted to do with the property. And oftentimes we don't ask people, what are you going to do? Why do you want the property? What are you going to do with the property? We try not to probe too much. It's people's personal, private business. I don't care. We don't care. However, this gentleman wanted to raise dogs. He wanted to start a big kennel. The restrictive covenants, the deed restrictions, if you will, said, nope, can't do it. So he was kind of hung there because those deed restrictions are made up from previous owners. Whoever initially developed that land, they can literally say, I don't want this, I don't want that. Farm animals are fine, but I don't want pigs. Farm animals are fine, but you can't raise dogs or whatever it may be. It's also going to tell you how big of a home you can build oftentimes, how small you can build, how big you can build, whether or not you can do a double wide or a single wide. Those restrictions, you have to make sure that once you look at a piece of property, you find it, you like it, you've got to make sure you read over that. It's public record. You can get it at the courthouse. Your agent can pull you that information. A closing attorney's office can get you that information. There's multiple ways and multiple sources, but whatever you do, during your due diligence period, which is typically 10 to 15 days, look at those deed restrictions and make sure you don't buy something that you can't do.
So it looks like we thought we bought land. If you see all this back here, we thought this was land. But it did say it was a 3-family house. This looks like a 3-family house covered by all the bushes. The grass is super high.
We bought out and it's open.
4-car garage, excuse me.
Look, in the roof of the garage is good. It just needs repair right here.
Yeah.
So a lot of people have been asking me about Florida. This is a $262,000 property that's selling at $5,000 in Florida. Man, if you don't pay your taxes, we coming to get you all 2024. So a lot of people didn't know that when you buy these tax deed properties, man, the mortgage is deleted. Yeah, I said deleted. That means you ain't got no mortgage. Once you buy this property for $4,000, the mortgage is deleted by every county. They can't sell a property that's got a lien on it. If you don't believe me, Google it yourself. So for states like Alabama, all you got to do is go to the Department of Revenue, Alabama, scroll down to individuals, click on delinquent properties, click your county, then a whole list of properties that's delinquent in that county gonna pop up. Then you'll have to go through the whole shebang of figuring out the partial number and all of that, but I'm gonna give y'all an even better route right now. But now, if you in states like Florida and Alabama, you ain't even gotta do all of that work. All you gotta do is go to parceldream.com. Not partial, not partially like I'm partially done with this video, parceldream.com. And I promise you, man, them folks gonna get you right. They got maps. They gonna take you right to the property. And you ain't gotta buy the property sight unseen or none of that. They gonna help you out.
Man, that's the message, but I had to cut the AC on in here.
So I know you guys see that this is an eyesore, but there are 3 things that we were thinking about doing when we saw this property. Based on the fact that we got it for $2,500, we could sell it to another investor who will do the work to basically rehab the property and then sell it for a profit or hold it as part of their portfolio. We could also do the rehab ourselves, flip it and sell it for a profit, or we could do the rehab and put tenants in the property because of the location.
Assessed value is $6,300, and this is a 10,018 square foot lot. And how much for it?
1,000.
Let's start at 1,000. I like that.
2.
And 2. And 3. He says 3.
3,500.
3,500. And 4,000. 5,000. 5,000. And 6,000.
6.
6. Thank you. And 7. 6,500. And 7,000. And 7,000. Anyone else? Any advances over $6,500? Yes or no? Fair bidding and fair selling. Hearing no advances over $6,500. Yes or no? Sold for $6,500 to bidder number 47.
A big part of due diligence is going to the GIS map. You can go online, then what you do is you put the parcel number in if it's land, and you can find out what the frontage is, the setback. You can see if there's wetlands on there. And then also, if you click on there, you can also get to the property card to get any other more pertinent information. If you're looking to get the best deals on property, make sure you follow Two Guys Take on Real Estate and check out. Don't buy a house at foreclosure auction without knowing this. You could be on the hook for a lot more than just your bid amount if you don't know which lien is foreclosing. A lien is the amount owed to a legal entity, such as a bank or a city. First, you want to figure out who issued the order of notice. This is the notice that starts the foreclosure process. Now, if it's the city, then all other liens get wiped away. But if it's the bank, you want to figure out which bank recorded first, which you can find on the Registry of Deeds. If you want to be successful investing in properties like this one, then you need to go buy the book. And then you need to buy the book.
Let's go to the tax auction. So every county is different. They do have different days. In Harris County, it's the same day. Not same day, it's the same time on the first Tuesday of every month at the same place. You can get the list of properties ahead of time, so that way you can already know what you're going there for, and you can do your research on a property and already be prepared and kind of, already know, like, do your research and find out, do title searches and see if there's any other kind of liens, mechanic liens, if it's a property they could have on there, as well as just any type of lien. You just want to make sure that the property is free and clear, because you will become responsible for that after the sale. Once the property becomes yours, the tax sale is strictly going to only let you know how much taxes is behind on, and that's what the bid is going to start at and what you'll actually be bidding on. So it's up to you. It's your responsibility to kind of find out, what else might be going on with the property. They do have all of the precincts held at the same time, and so they'll all have a board up, and they'll have the property that's up next, and they'll have a list of some of the properties, and they'll all be being held at the same time. So again, if you already know what you're going in there for, you already know what precinct you're going in there for, what lot or property your precinct is under, then you'll just go straight to that precinct. I was in precinct 4 this time that
If you're thinking about buying a home auction, here are some of the things that you need to be aware of. Typically, a property that is listed for auction is going to be listed significantly lower as a starting bid. It's a way to attract a lot of clients and a lot of offers. Depending on who is running the auction sale, you might have to show up with a cashier's check for the full amount of the offer. Most auctions are sold as is, so you need to do all of your due diligence before you put an offer in. That includes title searches, inspections, any kind of disclosures that you can find on the property, because a lot of times there will be no disclosures at all. Make sure that you double check to see if there is a buyer premium. Oftentimes in auctions, there's a 5% buyer premium on top of your bid in order to get the property. Depending on the type of sale, you might be able to get representation from a real estate agent. So if you have any questions about a specific property that you're looking at, just give me a call. I'd be more than happy to let you know if I can represent you on the purchase. Auctions can be a little bit tricky, so before you get into contract, make sure you read all of the fine print in the auction rules. Buying real estate is a complicated process, and if you want any help with that, please let me know. You can check out the link in my bio and schedule a 15-minute consultation with me, or just like and follow to see more real estate news and advice.
New Jersey has 36,000 tax lien properties going to auction right now. If you don't know what that means, when property owners fail to pay their property taxes, the county places a lien on the property, and then they allow individuals like me and you to step in and purchase that property for the price of the back taxes. Now, once you get the deed to that property, the mortgage is extinguished and the property is yours free and clear. So, if you want to know how to buy this property in New Jersey for only $800, or this commercial building for only $5,000, better yet, if you want to learn how to do this in whatever state you're in, head over to my TikTok page and find your state. I'm going to be covering every state. I'm going to be answering all of your questions. You'll also find my YouTube link in my bio. Now, I've already covered Texas, New Jersey, Georgia, and I'm about to do Alabama next. So anyway, drop all of your questions below in the comments and I'll be happy to answer them for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Put the two against each other.
I got 270 right there, so I can do 271. 271,000. What if you 271? Right, that's what I'm talking about. 270, you do 271,000. Take it for the 271, put the 271,000 once. He's my 270 right here. $271,000 twice. $271,000 35.
Y'all, please don't go into 2025 without knowing this. How to make money in real estate quickly, easily, no mortgage, no realtor, no loans. Y'all see that price right there? $18,000. Let me tell you what happened. All right, so by law, property owners must pay their property taxes. If they don't pay the property taxes, the county is going to wipe out that mortgage and put that property up for auction. That's when you go down to the county and you make that payment. This auction is going to take place in DeKalb, Georgia on April the 1st, 2025. Now, after you purchase this property, the county is going to give that person 1 year to come up with the payment. Now, if they come up with that payment after you've already paid, the county is going to cut you a check for all of your money back plus 20% on top of that. This is how you flip your money doing tax lien investing. Y'all, that's just how it works in Georgia. Now, if they never come up with a payment, then the county is going to send you a deed to that property in the mail, and that's going to be your property. So if you want to learn more about tax lien investing, follow my page because I'm your new tax lien bestie.
Won this property not even a week ago at the live land bank auction sale, and today I got the dumpster delivered. The yard is being cleaned up. We had to cut the trees down so we can cut them off of the house so they can start working on the inside. I'll keep you guys updated because tomorrow we are starting the clean out process and the demo of the inside of the house. I also got my vacant homeowners insurance today because you have to remember that these houses are vacant, they're abandoned. Drug addicts will live inside of these houses. They will light matches, they will smoke drugs in your house, and they will burn your house down. So make sure you get your vacant homeowners insurance after you secure a property. Also, I got in contact with code enforcement to see what code violations were on the house so I can get those removed or waived and get the house up to code.
So, little impulse buy. I just got onto an auction site and I bought a house. Have I ever seen this house before? No. Am I a little scared? Yes. But I'm super excited to see it, and I think it was a really good deal, so I'm gonna drive over and see what we just bought. Okay, so first impressions, I can work with this. Can we see inside the windows? Yes, we can. Look at the stuff in here. Oh my gosh, look at the fireplace and the wood floors. There's so much character in here. Peeking over the fence, there's a full garage. I bought this house for $75,000. I think I could put it back on the market and sell it for around $150,000. So I officially get sent the keys in 10 business days, and I'm not allowed to enter before then. So from what I can see, I think I got a good deal, and I'm super excited for this project. So if you're into interior design, flipping houses, or real estate in general, follow this page because I'm always posting content like this.
I won this property at an auction for only $9,500, and I bet y'all say, yeah, that's all it was worth. Look at it. No floors, no ceilings, but look what we turned it into. Look what some new floors and walls and paint will do to a house, guys. We turned this big open area into 2 bedrooms. So now we have a 4-bed, 2-bath instead of a 3-bed, 1-bath. Nice sized bedrooms with closet spaces. Look at this bedroom. The floors are going, the ceilings are going. Look at the bathroom, a mess. But look how we transformed it. New carpet in the bedrooms, new windows, new closets. And it looks new. Look at that bathroom, real clean, sleek. This bedroom we turned to a master. I don't know what was going on out here, but we had to close it up. So we made it a master bedroom with a master bathroom with a closet inside. Now look at that, y'all. Real nice and clean and sleek. The main thing is keep going, y'all. I ran through so many roadblocks, but I just got it done.
Can anybody do this? Like
anybody.
Is there any kind of requirements for this?
So here's the best thing, and here's why I got into land bank properties, right? You don't need a job to do it. You don't need good credit. There's no credit check for land bank properties. You just have to have the money and a plan to buy the property. And then here's one of the most important things too. Not to say that us not filing our tax returns is a popular thing, but banks traditionally ask, they want 2 years of your tax returns. They want you to be on your job for 2 years. They want you to not have like this criminal background, all these things that are in the way of us getting into real estate. The land banks don't care. I call it like non-discriminatory real estate, where they don't discriminate on whatever you had in the past. The only thing they ask is that you don't have any tickets of blight in the community that you're paying. Meaning that you don't have like trash tickets or like tickets for having debris in your yard and things like that, or having just left your garbage or like an unsafe place. If you don't have that, you can literally go to, I'll give you buildingdetroit.org. You can go to that site and buy property. You can go to the Birmingham Land Bank Authority. It is Muncie, Indiana sells land for $300 on their website.
How do I buy land? Okay, so boom, I buy the land for $5K. Bought the land for $5K, took it back to Mitch. Mitch, I want to build this land. Okay, you need blueprints. I don't know nothing about blueprints. Let me go out here to Etsy. Bought some blueprints for $20.
On Etsy?
On Etsy.
Wow.
Bought some blueprints for $20. 2-1 on Etsy, okay? Took that down to planning his own. Hey, Alicia and them, this is what I'm trying to do. Okay, blah, blah, blah. We spitting that into me paying $5K for that property turns into $74,000 appraisal.
Wait a minute.
Right?
Whoa. So you got the land for $5K.
That's it.
You found the blueprint. So
$20.
Like basically, like you said, you walked into this process, you didn't understand what
Nothing.
to do. Relationships led you down the right road.
That's it. So you got to get it stamped in. You want to do your due diligence to make sure what you're building on that specific plot of land is approved. Once they approved and stamped on it, man, from that point, it was ready to go. So I brought that deal to Mitch. Mitch put it together. The appraisal went out there, and we talking about dirt, y'all. We ain't got nothing on this land. Grass still need to be cut. $74K.
We bought just under 20 acres for $1,200 down, and our monthly note is less than $700 a month. And I'm here to tell you that it is possible and how to do it. So how did we do it? We bought cheap land. We bought raw and undeveloped land, meaning no water and no power, which isn't an issue for us. We were actually seeking that out because we want to go off grid and supply our own electric through solar and our own water through rainwater. I was scrolling through TikTok one day, and lo and behold, leave it to TikTok to teach me something new. I stumbled across the term owner financing, which turned into a whole other can of worms, and eventually, after months of research, led us to here, Online Land Hub. Online Land Hub is a owner financing company that sells raw and undeveloped land for cheap, and it's super attainable for virtually anybody to get into. I'm not joking, guys. All you need is a down payment. This is not like traditional financing. You don't need employment verification. You don't need bank statements. You don't need a credit check. None of that. You just have to be able to put down a down payment to secure your land, and it's yours. We opted for the $999 down payment. What's not included in these prices are a $199 doc fee. So just under $1,200, we are now owners of just under 20 acres. If $1,200 is a little bit too much at the moment, they have other financing options. So the lowest option we've got is a $199 down payment. That does not include the $199 doc fee. So for as little as $400, y'all can have your own land. I loved the process so much when we went through it. I loved the people that we worked with so much that once we closed our deal and we signed the paperwork, I turned to my boyfriend and I said, I need to work for them. I think it's really neat that they made our dreams a reality and that they opened that door for us. And now I want to help other people get into their dreams and realize that it is possible and you don't need tens of thousands of dollars down. That being said, my name is Coda. If one of these states interests you or somebody that you may know, leave a comment below, DM me. I also have my phone number and my email in my bio on my page. Feel free to reach out with what state you might be interested in and the acreage that you're looking for, and I'd be more than happy to see if we can find something that fits what y'all are looking for.
Today I'm going to tell you how you can buy a shed from Home Depot. That's right, Home Depot. And then buy some cheap land, get it all finished by a contractor, and live in it all for very, very low price. Okay, so hear me out on this. We all know property is expensive right now, and you just don't want to pay $300, $400, $500 grand to live in a nice joint. So first of all, let's find our shed. Look at this one. Beautiful. 2 stories. This is my man that's going to show it to me. I know it says 15 grand, but he just told me this one is about 25 grand altogether, and that includes delivery and installation. And he said they'll install it on concrete for you, so it would be installed permanently. So let's go in here and check it out. Here's the first floor, right? Nice. Boom. There's even some room under the stairs. He was good enough to open the second floor for us, so let's go up there. And this is the second floor. Check it out. Pretty nice. This could be your whole bedroom right here. So remember, this thing has to be built to HUD standards. So you're gonna have to add a bathroom and a kitchen in there. You probably do that down there. Home Depot will sell you this whole building, and you got to find a contractor to, finish it basically. So we got about $25,000 for the shed. And remember, they'll finance this whole darn thing for you, so you probably won't even need money down or much of any. Then you're going to go to Zillow and type in lots of land. Look at this. Here's one in Joliet, only 10 grand. And remember this, it has to be zoned residential / single family. So bang, you got your shed, 25 grand. May not need any money down depending on your credit. You have to purchase the land. You can either purchase it outright or finance it. A small bank will finance you for that small amount. You'd probably need like half down for land though. Technically, if you have a credit card with a $10,000 limit, you can cash advance it and pay for the land like that. I don't necessarily recommend that because now you're gonna have a $10,000 credit card payment, but you can. So bang, 25 grand for the shed, 10 grand for the land. You gotta get a contractor to quote you to finish it. Let's say the contractor comes in at 35 grand. It may not be that much, but whatever. So you're all in for 70 grand so far. Then you gotta get utilities connected and all that good stuff. So let's say that costs you another 20. Maybe not that much, but whatever. And then incidentals, another 5. So let's say you're all in for 100 grand. But check this out, here's the game. Let's say you don't have enough money to pay the contractor. Well, some of these contractors out here, the good ones anyway, actually have financing available. Meaning you can apply for credit just like you would apply for credit for anything else. They'll quote you, and then you will just have a monthly payment, and they'll do all the work, and you just have a monthly payment. And now you are in a house on your own land for like $100,000. Is it the biggest house in the world? No. But where else are you gonna find your own joint for 100 grand? Good for one person or two if you can live, small like that. And that's how you beat these high old prices that's going on nowadays. This may not be for everybody, but it may be for you. And nothing for nothing, I'd take this. There's more than one way to skin a cat out here. So what the heck are you waiting for? Get out there and go do it!
Well, Rich Babes, there you have it. Everybody's experiences and knowledge and form of power is different. And I just want you to take the information from this video and then use it and apply it at your own capacity, like what you can do now and maybe what you can do in the future is something to think about. Listen, owning land is one of the oldest and smartest ways to build wealth, but so many people never take the action because they think it's just out of reach. The reality check is land and homes are being sold every single day through auctions and land banks for way less than you think. The only difference is between those who buy and those who don't. Knowledge and action, okay? You can have this knowledge and don't do nothing, or then you can maybe apply the knowledge. Applied knowledge is way more powerful than just knowing. Knowing is one thing, but if you're not doing what you're knowing, what are you doing? Like, what's the point of having the knowledge and you don't do nothing with it, in a sense, right? You got to do everything that's pretty much, based on what's best for you. But at the end of the day, we're here to be rich in all areas of our life. So what's your next move? Are you looking into a city land bank? Are you checking out some tax lien sales or auctions? Are you finally going to stop renting and start owning. So drop a comment below. Are you ready to buy your first property? And if you're serious about getting into the real estate game, like, come on now, real estate is always and forever going to be that girl, okay? So subscribe for more Making Millions series, okay? This is the content that we're going to make, and you're going to let me know how long we're going to be doing this based on the feedback, because at the end of the day, I'm giving out the information that we all can really use. And if it's not for us, guess what? It might be for somebody that you may know. You know, like even for our kids, we could pass the land down to our kids. We could pass the property down to our kids. This is a great way to give your child or children or whoever else a gift. Instead of those Jordans and those PlayStations and them bundles, gift the gift of land, right? Give the gift of land. Give the gift of property. Like that, my friend, like that is that's top tier right there. All right, my loves, I will see you all later. I love you all. Until next time, Rich Babes, stay rich. Love you.